Hey, Karl Bryan, founder of Focus.com, coming at you. I'm here today on my Sea-Doo with the beautiful Sage. She's not wearing a life jacket. Sage, are you a good swimmer? I love you. By the way, there's a beach is right there, so you're not thinking I'm a bad dad by having her on my Sea-Doo. Today, I'm going to answer the question, how you build a $500,000 coaching business. I've answered this question I've got this answer a multitude of different times in a lot, yet it's always worded slightly differently, but at the end of the day, that is the question. So my answer is, and before I answer it, I have to assume that you've already got a business doing 100 grand or above. If you're not at 100 grand, your airplane is stuck on the tarmac at the airport, and I'd give you a significantly different answer. So let's assume that you're at 100 grand on your way to 250, or you're at 250 on your way to 500, as in your airplane is in the air. My answer is a feedback loop. What do I mean by that? So here's the mistake coaches make, is they go from 100,000 to 200,000. And what do? They buy a boat. They start flying first class, and they buy themselves a fancy Rolex, right? What should they do? If you're making 100 grand, what you should do is you live on 60 and take 40 and feed it back into your company. If you're making 200, you should live on 80 and take 120,000 and feed it back into your company. How do you feed it back into your company? Hire a lead generator. Right, so hire a person, and their job is to pick up the phone for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours, and talk about you for 40 hours a week. That's it. You may or may not be comfortable with that, but I got to tell you, that's what you should have. Buy advertising. Build a killer funnel. Build and improve your products. So we have 36 staff. We're working on flat out on profit acceleration software, digital acceleration software, and all of our assets. So we're paying people. When you pay, let me come back to your lead generator. By the way, don't strike a deal with your lead generator to say that if everything goes right, then they get paid. What I want you to do is I want you to commit to that staff member. Okay, so write a check, commit to a monthly fee, and pay them. Okay, you commit to them, they will commit to you. Okay, so again, but hire a lead generator, buy some advertising, build a funnel, build a proper funnel, build improved products, build the back end of your business. And by the way, don't expect to get this right. So how does this go wrong? It's so obvious, it's so easy. Well, your first staff member, is it going to be a home run? There's a saying in business, you get what you deserve. Okay, there's a really good chance that your first staff member is probably not the quality that you will ultimately need or desire. I think somebody wants to be in the shot. Hello, Sage. Want to say hi? There's a chance that your first lead generator might not be the quality that you're looking for, right? So guess what? You got to commit. You got to possibly fire that individual and then get somebody new, or let that person go and then bring in somebody new. Maybe you need to train them at a higher level. Maybe you need to provide them different resources. Maybe you need to give them access to software, to tools, to people they don't have current access to. Maybe you got to get in and help them. Maybe 2 hours a day, you got to commit to training that individual. Again, you get what you deserve. Your first staff member is probably not going to be fantastic. Is your first ad campaign going to work? The answer is probably no. They say in advertising that 80% of the money you spend on advertising gets lit on fire. The problem is you can't work out what 20% actually works, right? Your first campaign, your first mentor that you hire, the first community that you join, are they home runs? Normally not. Okay, so but remember, you'll be remembered in life for what you refuse to give up on. Okay, so don't refuse to give up. Just make it work. Remember, the goal is to be wealthy, not to look wealthy, right? There's a difference between looking like a big deal and being a big deal. Okay, so again, buying the watch, flying first class, etc. This, I don't know, the individual doing that too early, just so you know, you're not fooling anyone, right? Okay, you're not fooling anyone. It's all good. You get dreams to pursue, not people to impress. I have a saying that I used to send out with my emails a lot. And what that said is, you don't have a lead generation problem. You don't have a marketing problem. You don't have a money problem. You have a refusal to help people before they pay you problem. That's the problem. Right? So you hear that, I'd imagine that you kind of nod your head and go, that's not bad advice. Here's my question. If I look at your calendar last week, actually yesterday, last week, last month, last quarter, how many times can I see where you were reaching out, you were working with people without expectation of getting paid, right? If you want examples of that, I write a daily email. That daily email gets exhausting times 10. There's days where I just want to throw up in my mouth. I just don't want to get at that email, but I do it, right? So I got my daily email that I've written for literally years. I got my podcast, hundreds of thousands of downloads to my podcast. Again, I don't get paid 5 cents for it, but again, indirectly, it ends up coming back because we're serving the community. We're serving business coaches. We're serving business consultants. This YouTube channel, it's going horribly, by the way, but I'll get better at it, right? The content will get better. The process will get better. I will get better. I have full faith in that, right? I'm in no rush. I'm not going anywhere. That's the beauty. I'm in this for the long haul. Sage is giving me thumbs up. Thank you, baby. So that
I'm giving you thumbs up that your YouTube channel's bad.
All right. There's the confirmation I was looking for. Well done.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So the bottom line, again, so forget me, what about you? The reason to calling somebody because you need a client is the wrong reason to call someone. Posting on social media because you need a client is the wrong reason to post on social media. Sending a private message because you need a client is the wrong reason to send the private message. What you need to do, I want you to do this stuff to serve. I want you to do this because if anybody reads what you put on social media, you put in that private message, that you put in that text, or that you send the text to get on the phone call so that you can help somebody solve a problem, that's the reason to put some content out there. So, and last week I sent out an email that said something to the effect of, the reason most people fail is they never actually start. They don't start building their list. They don't start running their events. They don't start, building a list of prospects. They don't start building up some products. They don't start building up services. They don't start hiring coaches. They don't start, building the YouTube channel. They don't start the podcast. They don't start the lead generation. They don't employ the lead generator, etc. So I think I just duplicated that, but whatever. Anyways, so Sage, anything you want to say here before we go from the Sea-Doo?
My dad's boring.
I'm boring. You can't say that I'm boring. Look at my hat. Sage, do you like my hat? Is it cool?
No.
Come on, don't pretend like you're not impressed with my hat. Okay, folks, that's all I got for today. So Sage and I signing out. God bless.
Bye-bye.